Hello, welcome back to my channel, and Blind Anticipate. So if you're unaware, my name is Anexis, and I do a couple of different forms of content here. I do reactions, although at the time of recording, I am currently in a hiatus on posting because I'm trying to make sure I record my reactions. I also do book reviews on Sundays and books like this where I talk about and videos like this where I just talk about my thoughts and predictions on plot synopses and stuff like that. And I also talk about my writing because I am an author, and my debut book, Daughter of Death, is currently available for pre-order. So if you would like to read Daughter of Death available for pre-order, it is the first book in a fantasy series. It is a short story about a young girl named Vivian who is finally discovered by the mortal realm after 8 years of them not really knowing anything about her or not discovering her at all. She is a half deity, the daughter of a ruler of the dead and a mortal woman. And after this discovery, she and her unusual family now have to adjust to this change. So if you are interested in a fantasy short story that A, is the beginning of a series, and B, also focuses on family, this might be the story for you. It is a very quick read. It's about 46 pages. So it's definitely a quick read. It is available currently on Smashwords, Apple, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo for pre-order. If you choose to purchase from Smashwords, there is a pre-sale going on, which will be available until the release date, which is December 26, 2023. So that will be available to you until then. So if you buy it from Smashwords, because I'm currently running this pre-sale, you do get to read my work early. Also, I'm sorry, it is not available on Amazon currently, at least not until further notice. My Smashwords is also my distributor, and currently I don't have distribution to Amazon, but hopefully once the systems for draft to digital are implemented, I will have distribution to Amazon. So here's to hoping for the best. But in the retailers I have mentioned, you can find the book for 99 cents. So yeah, so if you're up for it, definitely consider pre-ordering. If you choose to participate in the pre-sale, I would really appreciate if you have the time to leave a review. Reviews are very helpful to authors. So thank you so much in advance. And before we get to the video, one last thing. If you do enjoy my content, consider subscribing and turning on notifications. That way you're aware when I release videos. And that usually means I release video about 3 to 4 times a week. You can also check out my other writing in my website, linked in the description. Also, I will be leaving a pinned comment with links to my book. And I will also link my website for you guys if you are interested. So check the pinned comment as well as the... I'll see if I can have a pinned comment out before the video is published. But you know what? I'm gonna make it happen. So if check out the pinned comment. You can also find the links in my description. And with that, enjoy the video. Guys, it looks like it's going to be a good year for me after all. We have another JenniferL.Armentrout book that's coming out, and I want to read it. I will say because I found out through this book. I found out about this book through JenniferL.Armentrout's newsletter. I am signed up for it. So in the newsletter, there were a couple of things. Let me just run by them regarding books. What I'm getting is that there will be audio book information for A Soul of Ash and Blood coming soon. But from what I gleaned from the author's newsletter, it looks like Visions of Flesh and Blood will not have an audiobook, to my dismay. It looks like it won't have an audiobook. I will continue paying attention to the newsletter, but it really looks like there won't be any audiobook for this, which upsets me. And I found out about her newest book called wait, hold on, let me look at the title because I always keep forgetting the title. Fall of Ruin and Wrath. So, Fall of Ruin and Wrath caught my interest based on the description I got from the newsletter, but I want to talk about the plot here. It is supposed to be coming out September 12, 2023, which would be a little bit before the Visions of Flesh and Blood. So so that would be that. It will be a month before that, and about 3 months before A Fire in the Flesh. So yeah, looks like audio information will be coming soon for all of these books. That for like I think A Fire in the Flesh as well as A Soul of Ash and Blood. But it looks like the Vision thing will not have a Visions of Flesh and Blood will not have an audiobook. So upsetting, but hey, it's fine, I guess. This one I'm sure definitely will, although it's not ready for pre-order yet. The newsletter will hopefully let me know when. But for now, let's discuss the interesting plot. Okay. From JenniferL.Armentrout, the #1 New York Times bestselling author of From Blood and Ash, comes a searing fantasy romance for adults. Oh, look at that. She makes it clear so I don't have to. Thanks. Okay. For adults, full of ruin and wrath. Long ago, the world was destroyed by gods. Ooh. It was destroyed by gods. So we have gods again. And by the looks of it, I don't think, based on the rest of the description, I don't think we're going to be near... I don't think we're going to be anywhere near the Blood and Ash world, but still an interesting, like, idea? You know what I mean? It's still an interesting idea. So it was destroyed by gods. I want to know how. There was probably some war. I predict a war, y'all. I'm predicting that there was some kind of war, and humans kind of got involved, but there were probably a lot of casualties, and there was also probably a lot of casualties, but also there were eventually like places were destroyed. So yeah, because it says only 9 cities were spared. So it sounds like most of the world, and maybe even most of humanity, like there was like a lot of what is that called? A lot of casualties. So very interesting. Separated by vast wilderness teeming with monsters and unimaginable dangers, each city is now ruled by a guardian, royalty who feed on mortal pleasure. So wait, does that mean they basically feed on like sex and love and like pleasant human emotions like desire, love, lust, and things like that? Ooh. How to take that? How does that work? Also, what kind of monsters are we getting? I want to know the monsters. So, very interesting for that. And I also want to know what those wilderness feel like. Now, I am wondering... Actually, no. I'm going to ask later. But I wonder what they look like. I don't think we're going to use... It's probably going to be different creatures, but very interesting. Born with an intuition that never fails... That fails. Callista knows her talents are of great value to the power hungry of the world. So she lives hidden as a courtesan of the Baron of Archwood. Okay, a couple of things to note here. All of JenniferL.Armentrout's leading ladies that I have read have some kind of magic power. They're always very badass and sassy. So, does she have any... So, does she know how to fight? I'm assuming she does. But this idea of intuition that never fails, I will say, sounds like an interesting plot device. Basically, you're like, I have a feeling with this from this person. I don't want to be near them. So that's what it sounds like. Like, it definitely gonna be kind of... But also, courtesan gives me makes me wonder about what we're gonna see, because it feels like she may be a sex worker, because courtesan, usually that's kind of what it means. It's basically a high paid, I guess you would say, sex worker. So I'm very curious, is that what we're going to see? I don't have an issue with that. I'm just very curious if that's what this is. But the next sentence confuses me, so I'm not sure if that's what we're going to see. Because it says here, in exchange for his protection, she grants him information. So, does she work as a courtesan? But it says a courtesan of the Baron of Archwood. So, courtesan is usually... The context of a courtesan is usually someone who is a sex worker in these fantasy worlds, right? So, is she his courtesan? Like, does she really do that? Does she really... is she really a sex worker? Or does courtesan in this world mean something else? By the looks of it, it seems like it does mean something else. And also, it's hard to tell, but I do believe she's going to be a badass leading lady. But also, how much does she actually know about fighting? How much does she know about, well, anything really? He grants her information. So it doesn't sound like she's sheltered here. But that's like the good question. What exactly what should I be expecting from her? I'm not getting a lot here. But she grants him information. I wonder about what. Is it? When her intuition leads her to save a traveling prince in dire trouble, the voice inside her blazes with warning and promise. Of course! Hey! So is this prince going to be like 200 years old, like Castile? And Ash subsequently? Of course. So he's probably from another kingdom or another city, and they're probably at war with this one. Honestly, I am sensing some political turmoil between all 9 cities, so it feels like they're all at war in my head. Today, he'll bring her joy. One day, he'll be her doom. So, it sounds like he might be following the Castile archetype, where he probably wants something, and he's going to try to seduce her or take her or something, so that she can serve maybe his ruling family and give them information. Maybe even exchange her for something, or for something specific. In Castile's case, this was his brother. In her case, what would it be? Because I'm curious. So it feels like he plans to use her somehow. It feels like he might be following that archetype of character. So, when the Baron takes an interest in the traveling prince, and the prince takes an interest in Callista, she becomes the prince's temporary companion. Interesting. Okay, forced proximity. Good. We like some forced proximity. We do. At least I do.
but the city simmers with rebellion, and with knights and monsters at her city gates, and a hungry prince in her bed. Oh, this does make me think that she does actually work as a courtesan. This part does make me think that courtesan is exactly what I think it means, even in this world. So it does make me think that she actually does work on a courtesan, as a courtesan. So the question is, because she's trying to get protection, is there going to be... So the last two books or two series I've read have dealt with assault and physical abuse from JenniferL.Armentrout, where, well, mainly physical abuse, because there was no rape scene or anything like that, or it's said, or I don't remember that they were being said that Tavius assaults Sarah, even though in Blood and Ash it does say that if the Duke could, he would if the Duke and the guy that's like kind of like almost like his right hand man of sorts could, they would probably do it. He does touch her inappropriately. He does touch, one of them does touch Poppy inappropriately and everything. So that feels like it could be, like there could be some form of abuse. Definitely a lot of power dynamic problems where he probably, since she wants protection, he probably takes advantage over the fact that she needs his protection. So there looks like there's going to be some definite power imbalance issues. So let's see. And a hungry prince in her bed, intuition may not be enough to keep her safe. Intuition is rarely enough to keep you safe. So curious to see what she's going to decide there. Callista must choose. Follow her intuition to safety or follow her heart to her downfall. Ooh, how exciting! That's the best kind of decision right there. Breathtaking suspense and scorching romance meet in this immersive new fantasy from a mega best-selling force, JenniferL.Armentrout. So those are kind of my predictions. I am predicting that this will be told in Callista's point of view only. And it feels like a good beginning to a series. However, this says this doesn't say a series name. This just says the book, which suggests that this would be a standalone, but I'm not sure to what degree this would be a standalone. So I am having some questions as to if that's going to be a standalone, and if it is it going to become a series? Is there, like, what's going to happen with this? So that is kind of where I lie with this stuff. But for now, those are my thoughts. Have you seen this book? Let me know your thoughts on the plot. I look forward to reading it. It's supposed to come out September 12th, 2023. Looks like it's going to be a good reading year for me. A bunch of JenniferL.Armentrout. Hopefully a new Sarah J. Maas book. Hopefully the third book in the Legacy of Orisha trilogy. I'm really excited for this book year. Ooh, and definitely I'll be reading Stardust in Their Veins as well. So it seems like it's going to be a really good reading year, and I'm very, very, very excited. So yay to that. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. I'd love to discuss. Hey, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you enjoy my content, consider subscribing and turning on notifications. So you're aware when I release videos, usually 3 to 4 times a week. Most weeks, besides being a very busy person in general, as a busy author, and everything like that, I'm part of my busyness is that I am a college student. So, yeah, if you want to, I put a lot of effort into this. So if you are interested in any of my content whatsoever, whatever it may be, I think you'll find something. Definitely consider subscribing to my channel and turning on notifications, and that way you're notified when I release videos, usually at 6 p.m. 3 to 4 times a week. So definitely consider it. If you want to support my writing, you can either check out my website,
linked in the description and pinned comment. And or you can pre-order my book, available on Apple, Kobo, Barnes & Noble, and Smashwords, also linked in the pinned comment. Again, this is Daughter of Death, the first book in a fantasy series called Child of Death. I have been writing it for some time. I will actually link the playlist for you, because that way you can kind of see my journey. I do detail my journey of writing and publication in this channel. These are my videos on Monday, Wednesday usually. So if you are interested in seeing kind of my journey to writing, all that stuff, I will leave the, you'll find the Blind Vlogs playlist and the Anexis Matos writing playlist, but you can also find the Child of Death playlist in the description and also pinned comment. I will also pin it. That way you kind of know, in case you just don't want to look at the description, you can find that some of those things in the pinned comment. So check it out. Currently on Smashwords, I am running a pre-sale, which will be available until the general release date on December 26th, 2023. And if you buy it, if you participate in the pre-sale, you'll be able to read my work early, so you'll be able to get it then. Also, if you choose to participate in the pre-sale, I would really appreciate, if you have the time, if you could please leave a review. Reviews are very helpful to authors. Thank you so much for your consideration in that. I am also currently working on making sure I can have an audiobook of it, and I can get it on places like Bookshare so other readers can have access to it as well. So if you, definitely, if you can, please leave a review. That way others can find it as well. In the retailers linked below in the description and pinned comment, you can find my book for 99 cents. So if you are up for supporting me, this is kind of like the way to do so. Thank you so much for watching and considering supporting me. And until next time, consume stories. Bye!